Alright. Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the hopeful elect, pushing out this work in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Brother Quad from the DC camp. Come back at you with another lesson and another words to my thoughts. And I'm going to entitle this one, It Has to Be Somebody. Alright? And this is, concerning, John the Baptist, man, or just any of the prophets, concerning the 144. It has to be somebody, man. the scriptures say that there's going to be 12,000 out of each tribe, out of each of the 12 tribes of Israel that are going to be saved in the last days. Okay, so if you claim to believe in the Bible, you believe in God, all right, His word, then you have to believe that it has to be somebody, man. You got to understand that the Most High is going to make you have to have faith in something. It's going to be a line drawn, man, where you're going to have to show that you have to have faith when you're not always 100% certain, when you don't actually see it. It's not, the Most High not going to come down and tell you, man. You have to believe it through the Spirit, and that's how, we can tell in these days. Scripture say, then shall you be able to discern between the righteous and the wicked. And we do that based upon the word. 1 John the 4th chapter, man. This is how we able to know who has the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Based upon the doctrine. The foundation of our doctrine is what? Hey, we believe through faith, based upon what our apostles and our elders have taught us, that Elder Abba Bivens was John the Baptist, man. And if he was John the Baptist, he had to also be Elijah. All right? Now, you can say that that's not him, but then you have to tell us who it is. If you believe that this is the last days, because remember, his job was to prepare the way for the Lord. So if you believe that this is the last days, then who is it? Or we not in the last days? Or you just don't understand the scriptures, man. So you can try to poke fun. You can say, oh yeah, they believe this and that. Well, then who is it, man? Who is King David? Which we believe, hey, because our elders have a good report, man. That's why we give them double honors. You should know them by their fruit. We believe that King Marshall was, that's King David, who has to be Peter, because Peter was given the keys, right? He was the stone upon whom the Lord was going to build His church. You see that? He was going to sit on the throne with Yahweh Shai, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And the gathering of the people should have been unto him. So who else was that, man? You can tell through the Spirit that the truth had to be in one West. And then it split. And now you can see who it is, who is residing with today, man. If you have that spiritual eyes to see, man. Who has the correct doctrine, man, 100% true? Who actually was teaching about the elders of the past? And then we don't know who every man is, But who was the ones that first started teaching about the Israelite foreigners, man? Hey, Paul have to be somebody as well, man. We know. I know who I believe it is, but it has to be somebody. We know that, whether they passed or are still here. All the prophets had came back. The scriptures say they gonna prophesy again in the uttermost parts of the earth. That's in the scriptures, man. If you don't believe that, then break that scripture down. Or you should return in your lot. Or you should prophesy again. Well, what is that talking about then? See, a lot of you people, you want to debate the scriptures You know, but you don't want to bring it to life. What is it talking about now? You flash your lights for, man. You know? But what is it talking about now? Who does it relate to now? This is why a lot of you people, you wasn't born with that faith, man. You know? The scriptures say what? His sheep shall hear his voice. And another they wouldn't follow. That's why when we heard this truth, we followed it. Just like when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, he knew them that was his. He said, yeah, when he called upon them, it said they straightway dropped their nest and they followed him. Just like a lot of us had went through, man. A lot of people don't believe that the prophets is back on the earth, man. You know? Well, the scriptures say that the prophets of old prophesied against great kingdoms. You know, against great, prophesied against war, evil, and pestilence, man. Excuse me. You know? So that means, hey, every time the Lord was about to bring down the kingdom, he sent the prophets, which means the prophets has to be here, man. Talking about, you got Ezekiel 37 when it's talking about the 2 sticks. What going into the highways and the byways? What other nation is doing that? That's why it has to be us. It has to be the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. They're the only ones rising up. You know? And then whoever else is hearing that gospel, they got to be Israelites. It has to be somebody, man. That's why the Apostle, he always talking about something. He always says that they don't understand prophecy, like Vocab Malone and them. They don't understand prophecy because then you know they try to poke holes in what we believe in all day. But what do you believe in, man? Do you think the so-called Jews is the actual people of God? Because remember the scriptures say that the Jews, it was not they're not going to be. It's going to be no end of them. You know, because as long as the stars and the moon is still in ordinance, the people of Israel is still going to be here. So we're talking about the actual chosen people of God. Now, are you going to say that that's the so-called Jews? So then why is there still evil in their land, man? When the Israelites return to their land, it's going to be nothing but righteousness and peace. So it can't be them. And those are the same people that's propagating all the wickedness on the earth. What? Can them that are accustomed to do evil do good? No, obviously not. These devils, the people that's running the earth, they cannot seem to do good. All they do is wickedness, man. You know? But who is the ones in the scriptures that who is the Israelites that the scriptures is talking about, man? The ones that's poor, the ones that's meek, and that's returning to him in the last days, brokenhearted, man. The ones that get the brunt of all the jokes of the nations, man. The nations that they clap their head, they hands at us, man. You know. At the end of the day, if you believe in the Bible, it has to be somebody, man. You know, like I said, I mentioned John the Baptist. I mentioned King David. All right. I mentioned the rest of the prophets. You know, the Israelites as a whole. Hey, even the wicked. Hey, it has to be. Hey, some people have to play that role of the 2/3. Also, the ones that came into this truth and that didn't remain. Remember the scriptures say they were not of us, you know, because if they were, they would have remained with us, you know. But they had to come in that the scripture would be fulfilled. That the scripture that says that some of them that would not remain, and the ones that wouldn't remain is of the son of perdition, man. These things have to be true if you believe the scriptures, man. You know, anybody you got even Edomites that can go into the scriptures and try to break down the laws, man. Which, you know, they engulfed in this world, so they try to act like it doesn't apply But they can do that. You got a lot of Israelites that just picks up the scriptures and they try to teach the laws and think that they prophets, man. You know? But Paul said, if any man think himself to be spiritual, let him know that the words that I speak is of the Most High. These oracles that we speaking, this is the gospel, man. This will be the gospel that will be written in the world to come, if you will, man. Just like the scriptures we read now, these epistles and things that we bringing out, this is the gospel now, man. You know? So how would you know? Because remember, a lot of people, they found out too late that Yahweh Shai was that man. That's the thing. Do you believe that Yahweh Shai was actually on the scene and he rose again and that he's going to return? That's why you got to believe in him, as the scripture said. But a lot of people, when he was on the scene, they didn't believe in him. But now, everybody so-called believe in the Lord now, man. But they didn't do it when it was time to believe. You know? So all in all, that's pretty much the lesson, you know, that was on my mind, you know? And I wanted to you know, put it out there, man. If you don't believe that who we believe is the certain men that we said, then who do you think it is? All right, like I said, I ain't gonna make it too long. So with that, Lord willing, that was edifying, or you know, just get your mind rolling about it, man. Just think about it, you know. But until the next lesson, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem HaKadash, and I want to say, Shalom.